Good morning. Revision classes for Agric Science for Easter term 2019-2020 session. We had 8 major topics. 1. Classification of crops based on their uses. Classes and uses of farm animals. Classes and uses of farm animals, poultry birds, aquatic animals, pet animals, use of farm animals, characteristics and selection of farm animals, cattle, sheep, and goats. Characteristics of farm animals 2. Rabbit and poultry. Importance of keeping farm animals. Method of weed and pest control. Those were the major topics we considered in Easter term. As a way of revision, I want to go through these topics one after the other. Classification of crops based on their uses. Crops are classified based on the importance as food, feeds, fiber, and oil. Food crops, these are crops eaten by man, and they can be grouped into the followings: cereals, roots and tuber crops, fruits, spiced crops. Cereals, they belong to the grass family. They are grains. Examples of these are rice, beans, millet, and wheat. They are used to make cereals. They are particularly rich in carbohydrates. Tuber crops. These are crops which are stored food in their roots and stems. Examples of crops like this are cassava, carrots, yams, and cocoyam, Irish potato, and the likes. We go on to looking at other types of crops, vegetable crops. They are grown and they are edible. They are vegetables. These are crops that are normally grown around us. Examples are like okra, garden eggs, tomato, potato, and the likes. We want to move to oil crops. Oil crops. What are oil crops? These are crops whose seed produce quality cooking oil. Quality cooking oil. Examples are palm oil and groundnut oil. An example of crops that produces this are palm trees and the nuts that comes from the palm trees, palm nuts. Also, we are looking at soya beans and groundnuts. These are oil crops that can be used to make oil. We go to the second topic. The second topic we are considering is classes and uses of farm animals. Farm animals can also be called livestock. They can be defined as animals kept by the farmers for the supply of meat, milk, eggs, and other purposes. Animals that work in the farm also are under the category of farm animals. They can be used to work on the farms. Example of animals that can be used to work on the farms are like goats, sheep, and cows. Now, all these animals have different Characteristics. We want to consider them under three subheadings. 1. Work animals. These are animals that are referred to as drought animals. They are used by small and medium scale farmers in the operation of the farm. They are used by small and medium scale farmers in the operations on the farm. They are used for plowing, they are used for harvesting, and the likes. Characteristics of work animals. They are good body sized with well-developed muscles. They possess strength. They have energetic powers, and they are usually healthy animals. Dairy animals. These are animals, especially dairy cows, that are raised for the production of milk. These animals are raised for the production of milk. Characteristics of dairy animals. They can easily convert feeds to milk. Their shoulders are tight and slippery. They are light in weight. They possess long, large, and soft bodies. Guard animals. These are animals that are used for protection purposes. Guard animals. They are used for protection purposes. Characteristics of guard animals. They are very sensitive to what is happening in their environment. They are very aggressive, very intelligent, fast, and strong. Examples are dogs. We move to the next topic, poultry birds. Poultry birds. They are rare for meat and eggs. Poultry birds are reared for milk and eggs. Particularly, most of the time we call them domestic fowls, ducks, turkeys, fowls, chicken, hens in our homes. All of them are classified under poultry birds. Characteristics of poultry birds. Their bodies are covered with feathers. They have long legs. They have scales. They lay eggs. Etc. Pets. These are animals kept for pleasure and companionship in the house. These are animals kept for pleasure and companionship in our houses. Examples are cats, dogs, parrots, etc. Characteristics of pets. They are easily controllable. They are intelligent. They are playful and loyal to their owners. Some of them are beautifully colored. Aquatic animals. These are animals that grow or live in water. They grow or live in water. Waters like river, lakes, ponds, streams, and the ocean itself. Some aquatic animals live in fresh waters, meaning some can live in fresh water and while some cannot. Animals that can live, fishes that can live in fresh waters are different from those that live in salty waters like the ocean. Characteristics of aquatic animals. They live, feed, and reproduce in water. They are cold-blooded animals. Some of them have scales on their bodies. They lay eggs and later hatch for feedings. We move to the next topic, characteristics of some selected animals. We'll be picking some animals based on their sizes. The first one are large animals. These are usually animals that have weight above 200 kilograms. Several times they are bigger than every other animals, and most of the time they are grass-eating animals. Animals that eat grass. The second type are small animals. These are mature animals weighing less than 100 kilograms. Most of the time, they are animals that feeds on grain, crops like rice, millet, and the likes. Examples are goats, sheep, pigs, chicken, rabbit, and the likes. All these animals can be classified into two major parts. One, mammals and non-mammals. These animals are animals that have mammary glands. Usually they have hair and give birth to their young ones alive. The other type is the non-mammals. They are animals that do not have mammary glands. They do not give birth to their young ones alive. They lay eggs. We are moving to other topics, characteristics of farm animals. Farm animals have different features and characteristics which makes them different from each other. The main type of farm animals are cattle, goats, sheep, pigs, fish, poultry, rabbits, etc. Cattle belongs to the family of animals called hoofs. They are rare mainly for meat and beef. Occasionally, they can be used as dairy animals. Cattle can be classified into three main groups according to their uses. 1. Beef cattle. 2. Dairy cattle. And 3. Wolf cattle. We move to the goats. The goat is a very important animal. It can adapt and maintain itself in a very harsh environment. Types of goats. Goats can be classified according to what they produce. 1. Meat. 2. Milk. And the third one, wool. Sheep. Sheep are rare in all countries, but they are mainly meant for minor jobs on the farm. Most of them are rare for wool or for milk. You can easily notice them in some African countries like Nigeria, Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, and Sudan. Types of sheep. We have the West African deaf sheep. 2. The Fulani sheep. 3. The Tanke Ambalini sheep. Poultry. Poultries are birds, rare mainly for meat and eggs. They are rare mainly for milk and eggs. Importance of keeping farm animals. Importance of keeping farm animals. 1. Source of food. 2. Source of income. 3. Source of wealth. 4. Transportation. 5. Power. 6. Fertilizer. 7. Sports. 8. Medicine. Pests and pest control. What do we understand by the word pests? Pest can be defined as any organism which can cause damage to crops. Any organism or animal that can cause damage to crops on the farm. Pests could either be insects or animals. Most of the time we see pests only in insect form. The animals that get into people's farm and destroy them can also be called pests. How do we control them? Way to control pests. 1. Insecticides. Spraying of insecticides on the farm. Spraying of insecticides on the farm, thereby driving away both insects and animals from intruding into the farm. 2. By guarding the farm or protecting it with other animals.